Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Nico here, and this is another episode of Road to Masters turned into Road to Top 100, given we've reached that Masters rank. So we are now top 116, which is still not great, and again seems the game just wants to set us some challenges because we keep getting either player 4 or 1. Never that beloved player 2, or almost never, should I say. Might be dramatizing a bit, but that's how it feels. So, shifting allegiances here, I think it's quite clear what we want to do here. Is preying on having the signet ring first thing and just locking in Armand. I mean, I wouldn't have minded Dessia neither, or even Helena, but I think that signet ring of that shifting allegiances is really something we would want to snatch if we can. Let's pray for a good first hand, because that has been a bit the running challenge of this channel, is that we never start in those good player 2 and 3 positions, and we almost never have good hands at the start. But we are looking to at least changing that second part of the challenge and hopefully make it a bit easier for us to actually compete in the game and hopefully reach that top 100 before the end of the season, which is tomorrow. So what are we dealt here? And no signet ring. That is really annoying. At least we have just one faction card, and in that sense it is a bit balanced, but that shifting allegiances would have been very valuable as Armand. And it does not seem like we will get it. So what is Helena doing? My plan is quite clear. I would like to do the ideal or standard Armand play when having a faction card is Wealth to Menta, and then playing either Dune or whatever we get by then. Would be a joke to get the signet ring because it's going to be too late by then for the shifting allegiances, but we never know, maybe something else pops up that would be worth our signet. Oh, when I saw diplomacy I was a bit scared she would go to wealth, because that would be compromising a bit our plan. Tessia seemingly very eager to get interstellar shipping access before even kicking the second round off. And she will probably pull it off. Helena probably has 2 daggers in hand, because she could have sent in 3 troops. And she saw Yuna has 2 troops, so not quite sure what that means. Alright, and that leaves not much choice for our last agent. We'll have to be a Haga Basin. She has enough for that, shifting allegiances. I still had a small hope that it would go through, but does not seem to be the case. Oh wow, and they replaced these with expensive ones. Unfortunately, we're not that far off for a first round, but it's not feasible. For sure not. We might just have to go for a Gunthopter. Not the worst, but... or 2 liaison maybe? I think I prefer 2 liaison. Given we just trashed the dagger as well, we need to still have some Landsrat access. Given we don't have the Swordmaster yet, and we have nothing basically yet, so kinda need to make sure we don't get screwed by our trashing. Holtzman Engine is there, or did I dream that one? Because that could be valuable with our setup. High persuasion, trashing low persuasion. We should be able to make quite some purchases of Spice Must Flow. Let's see. Definitely not a high priority right now, but it could still be worth looking into. I think if smuggling is open, for sure we take that. Otherwise we might redo the same play, wealth to Menta and signet ring. Not quite sure where. Smuggling taken. Yes, I think we redo the same. Not sure that troop was really smart from Tessa. I mean, it is a bet, but we all know she sent her second agent at shipping. Otherwise, I wouldn't see why she went through so much effort in getting that first hand. But meaning we know she won't follow through there, so probably everyone can have a shot at matching or exceeding what she sent in. That's quite unexpected. Why not shipping then? She took it. Did she reveal all her yellow accesses on the first round? Oh yeah. Funny. I'll talk about the imbalanced hand, we're not the only ones getting this kind of miseries from the game. But right now we can't complain that much. We are still, let's say, on the good side of the hands we got. Here though, this is not great, so wouldn't mind drawing one with Menta right now, which we will do. Not too far away from that, but still no way of getting there. I think I actually figured out it's the third time in a row in my games that this happened, and I think it's when you actually send the agent and recall it right away. Kind of makes a bit of a stain on the screen. Alright, yeah, she had 2 daggers, that's why she sent it in, and in the end it worked. Yuna decided not to come. We for sure will join, probably with Kartag, see what we can do from there, depending on the intrigue card we get. Alright. I mean, I think at this stage I almost want to take, for instance, an ambush or a bounty hunter. Let's take the bounty hunter to maybe liberate a bit what comes behind, and hopefully get something better for our reveal. But yeah, let's let Yuna maybe do that for us as well a bit. I think we just want the spice then. Although I wouldn't mind the water on top, but that costs us 3 troops. It's a bit too much. Yeah, let's just go for the spice. Really not glad about those pigs here. It's terrible. Let's take a mission. Actually, trashing it one at some point will help us get Solari, because it seems everyone is busy going to smuggling, so we are a bit stuck there. Probably going for smuggling here, although I hope not, because that leaves us quite little choice. Could also just early reveal to get the job directorship. We only have 2 agents, so it could even be an idea. But is it really worth that much? It could actually close the... You know what, I'm seriously considering it. Probably depends on whether Helena goes to smuggling or not. She does. We could pick up 2 spies. That would bring us to 5. Oh no! She manipulated it away, because I think I would have done it, to be honest. I think at this point I would have. But I'm not really interested in the full-scale assault as much as I would have taken that Chome directorship. So I guess we go for some spice here. Maybe we pick up a Holtzman engine. Could be still a good play, I think. Let's send in maximum we can. Not a big fan of satellite ban, but that's basically what we'll be able to afford. Maximum using a liaison to tech negotiation. It's also a problem that no one actually has Swordmaster money this round, because it means we will start getting Swordmasters round 4 or so. 5, 6, 7. The last one can have it round 7 if we don't count the fact that Helena might just take it the same round as someone else. But that's not great. Especially as Armand, usually you want the Swordmaster as quickly as possible to be able to send each round one agent to factions and the other ones here to be able to still use coordination and trash a card every round. And that's also why I thought maybe it would be worth just going for that Chome directorship, is that it would give us so many bumps here that saves us so many agent turns, that actually 4 bumps for 2 agents is quite cheap in the end. It's a bit like 2 power play, except you spread them over all 4 factions and you don't have them concentrated on your power play moves. But yeah, now we can just hope that Helena might just not go for it, or not be able to go for it. Although she has the money for a high council, so maybe that's her play now. Oh no, she already reveals. That's crazy. Gives her 3 points plus a half one here, so it's actually so powerful. So I think we want the Holtzman engine. It could really help our game here. Memo quarters. Oh, if Helena can also pick that up, that's gonna be a very dangerous combo. Thanks to her Chome directorship, which already put her, I mean, almost to the memo quarter. She just needs 5 agent moves. 5 agent moves, just to put it in context, barely gives us 1 alliance and 1 friendship plus 1 more move. So we would still be far from even the minimum that is really usually recommended, which is basically have all friendships plus 1 alliance, obviously. But let's see, we're still far from that. I'm just like a bit jealous of Helena's setup right now, obviously, but that's how it is. So next round, what will we have? Hopefully we have the signaturing in hand, because that's the only yellow access we have. We would then for sure go to smuggling to at least set us up for a recall that should give us some Solari. Here hopefully we get 4 Solari. So next round is probably a bit tight, but hopefully the one after that we should be able to get our Swordmaster. especially also given we have the mosquito here, the assassination mission. We can trash with coordination. So here the voice for sure. Let's see what we trash. I think we keep increasing the persuasion in our deck for now. And the voice gives us a yellow space. So. Oh, and other memory is actually a nice combo potentially with the voice. Ensuring we can pick up 2 persuasion potentially. That's a dreadnought for Tessia. Should we tie? No, she's at 1 point. We can let her have that one probably. No! The last one here. Signet ring is the exact one we wanted to play first. This, I mean, at least by trashing assassination mission, by infiltrating, we could get extra Solari, but that was not the idea here. Should we maybe do Guild Ambassador to High Council? Because anyways, we won't get Swordmaster now, but we will get probably 4, 5 because we'll reveal it. Maybe another 2 here. No, but let's actually take the Manta. Then we get the signet ring, we might still be able to play it somehow. We get a little bump here. And with 3 agents it means we can play diplomacy as well. Potentially. Probably picking up Memo Corder. It is good for us that it's Yuna that takes it and not Tessia, who's like quite focused on her snooper tokens obviously and has quite an advantage and needs to get to 3 everywhere. And well, Helena, thanks to the Chom directorship she took, so I think it's best case scenario for us is that Yuna was taking it right now. Alright, I think we pick up a water, because, I mean, if this is still there by the time it comes back to us, we might have to just go for spice. So let's pick up a water, also get a bit our influence up here, which is never a bad idea. And I mean, if we can get 4 spice for that water, it would be a good play. But I would expect it to be gone. I mean, everyone has 1 water right now. In that case, we would probably play Bounty Hunter if one of those is taken, for sure, just to get those 2 Solari. And if not taken, probably signaturing to Gartag. Yeah, I'm afraid, given now was our turn to be first, we might be last for the Swordmaster, because next round probably Yuna will get it. Then, I mean, Tessia will probably by then have enough as well. And Helena can take it anytime, but that means I would only get it round 7. Which means we probably would need to go for High Council before that. Maybe even now. Maybe even now. Or a Dreadnought. No, probably, given our tech, we need to pile up Spice Must Flow, ideally. So I think High Council could make sense now. We will be back at 5 Solari next round, but we anyways won't be first one to go for a Swordmaster then. So I think we better just spend it now. Yeah, I prefer that over taking 2 spies from the conflict. Let's maybe take a freighter fleet. Or is it a liaison? Or a space travel? This at least has 2 persuasion. Then again, no, I think I like freighter fleet because we reveal it once and we trash it once, and that gives us 2 moves. So I think a bit like Assassination Mission right now, revealing would give us 1 Solari, trashing it gives another 4. But we kinda dilute our deck with a couple of useless cards, and we cannot trash Reconnaissance right now because of the mission, so I'm not sure those are the best decisions, but those are the decisions that were made. But this Imperium row is a nightmare now. There's nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna complain because it's not our turn to reveal, but it looks terrible. When the most attractive thing you can see is a liaison, it means there's something wrong with the row. But it is actually our turn to reveal. Yeah, about that. Let's go for a space traveler. Endgame as Hayliner could be very much worth it. Let's take another liaison for some persuasion for sure. But we have 15 cards, although we keep trashing every round, so we might be buying a bit too much. Too much cheap stuff. That's typically something I would have loved seeing. Interesting, not covering your opponent's flag. Well, that's an alliance for Tessia, thanks to the Snooper token. Demand respect, very powerful card, especially for Tessia. All that spice here. Has anyone? Nobody has 2 water, so if we can get to a second water, well, we cannot. As simple as that. Oh, she had a second water in hand. Interesting and very well played. But that means we should have maybe kept the money for the Swordmaster. I mean, maybe she would have taken another decision had she seen we had Swordmaster money on us. So what are we doing with our 2 agents? Not great. Probably smuggling if it's open, because then we can use Freighter to reveal and to trash and have another 2 movements up and down, which gives us some extras. So extra Solari, a push somewhere, maybe on the Spacing Guild, or... Oh, that's mean. Yeah, Tessia is climbing up those influence ladders like it's nothing, and we are struggling. Obviously, being armed and not having much faction accesses, we cannot be surprised by that. Yeah, I fear that this game is already lost, but prefer not thinking about it right now. Let's fight for it and see what we can do about it. I think the AI changed their mind, because it was... She definitely chose Solari first, but now she has more spies. Not sure if that was meant, or if the AI took over the end of the round. Of the turn, should I say. and we still can't buy. Spice must flow. Oh, and she puts away, yeah, of course. Yeah, nothing goes our way. I'm not playing particularly well, but I feel like it's also a lot of absence of luck, let us say, because this treachery, the first 2 or 3 rounds of the game, we had 6 each time, and there was only useless cards here. And no one else was even able to get there to 6. And yeah, that's not obviously not when this kind of card pops up, because that could easily have changed the game already for us, at least to a certain extent. Not trailing by 4 VPs when it's not even round 6. Anyways, really a difficult game. But it's the thing where I'm a bit losing patience is that it's been like 4 or 5 games in a row that I feel like everything's escaping us. And I can't get to that top 100, so I am a bit frustrated. Alright, so at least we can use Bounty Hunter to get that missing Solari for a Swordmaster, which means when revealing here and recalling we can get Spice instead of Solari. I think I would prefer that. Wow, this has a garrison of 9. Well, 7 now, but she does well to trim that a bit, because it's definitely too much. Yeah, when taking that bump, we definitely don't take it with the Spacing Guild, because that we have thanks to the Guild Ambassador, Space Travel as well, and Diplomacy is the only one we have for all 3 others. So that is a bit problematic. I don't think we try to fight for an alliance right now. We probably just go for those VPs, trying to get them all. Would already be an achievement, to be honest. It's a bit annoying because Bounty Hunter, obviously I would want a 2 Solari, so I kinda wanna go to Carthage for it. But Arakin would draw us a card, and if it's a 2 Persuasion card, which we have 6 of in the deck, that could be a Spice Must Flow, and maybe we should do that instead. Should we then just play Reconnaissance instead? Keep the dagger? Yeah, and get involved in the conflict. I think we can do that. Let's hope for a 2 Persuasion card. We have so many there. Come on. Yes. This goes our way. I think it was the right call. Getting a VP from that is certainly not unwelcome. There's just one left, but for sure we won't take that one because we already have 4 of them, or 5? No, 4. Ah, maybe just 3. I thought we... No, then just 3. Okay. Thought we bought more than that. But yeah, if one thing is good with our deck, it's Persuasion, so we should try to make the most out of it. And now buy Spice Must Flow every round, hopefully. Because that's a bit the only way for us to maybe catch up. I think we can take the Spice. Yes. And let's take the Fremen point. Alright, we just doubled our number of VPs here. That is awesome. Helena getting another VP there, matching Tessia in terms of development. And at least they have already all of their easy friendship points, let's say. So this is not something they can still pile up on top of what they already have, which is reassuring. Should we actually play it? Would give us 4 more Solari here. Solari could be useful for a Dreadnought, but no, I'm not that convinced. I think it is worth more potentially in the future. Might be a mistake, but I think we need to try to spend our resources wisely right now. And we have enough for a Swordmaster, which anyways, exactly, we won't be getting this turn. But we want to play the Guild Ambassador. And we want a Spice Must Flow. So this anyways does not take any persuasion away. Signaturing, we want them to play it probably to draw. We could go take the Menta maybe actually with the Guild Ambassador, which would probably be helpful for us. Yes, I think we want to do that. We will find a way to get those 2 Solari back, probably just by getting involved in the conflict. How do we have 13 now? Did I miss something? I thought we had 9 before. No, that's correct. But then it means before that we already had 11, but it showed 9, or am I crazy? No, it showed 9. Confused. Not quite sure what happened there. So what is left here? Diplomacy. We probably can keep it for next round, unless signaturing draws to Arakin, and then diplomacy. We could maybe go to secrets if it's open to get that point halfway through already. Wouldn't hurt that much. But then again, I would like, if it's still there, to pick up that spice here to get that much closer to a Hayliner, but it's not happening. Both of them have Halar money here, so this is not very reassuring. Could actually play the voice to Arakin and block secrets to make sure we can go there with our diplomacy when we pick it up. I think I quite like that. Let's deploy. Probably one troop is enough. Hopefully. Yeah, I mean the only problem now with the voice is that I kind of block what I want to go to, seemingly. So if people kind of put two and two together, they see that I'm probably not going to be able to follow through here. Unless I change plans, but obviously it can be a bit inconvenient to do that. Ooh, flagship. Okay, so at least she doesn't have Hayliner money anymore, but she gets that much closer to victory, especially with flagship, because it is a bit of a mini Hayliner each time you play 4 Solari. So it is obviously very, very powerful. Let's do this then, yes. It's not too bad, but not really useful right now. I would have, to be honest, fully hoped for a corner of the market. That would have brought us back in the game, given our Holtzman engine. Would be a huge synergy there, but that does not seem to be happening. And Helena is then the only one who has also a Spice Must Flow. And where do we stand again in terms of tech? Okay, so Yuna has a memo recorder. Far from it. Flagship from... she just burned a card knowing what was happening there. Or expecting basically to win one. Disposal facility. And ours is obviously the Holtzman engine, which we activate now, so that feels good. But we need more than that. Oof, the Kvisats. No, it's not worth it for us. And if we had other memory in the deck still right now, and I would know that we could take it from the discard, maybe, but even like that, with the Holtzman engine, we need Spice Must Flow, and that's a must. At this stage we could... No, let's actually trash a convincing argument, but still keep the same average persuasion with the Arrakis liaison instead. Alright, not entirely convinced by that. Yeah, probably a useless card. Grand Vision. That gives us a bit more time to probably pick up some spice for next round, because it's not really a conflict we are highly interested in. It could give us 1 point, so it's not a bad one, and it could prevent another one to get a point, so it is definitely interesting, but it's not one I want to fully commit to. Menta is gone, which is a bit annoying, but we can use Guild Ambassador for Swordmaster, so that's okay, but we definitely don't do that first thing. And we want to get to 9 persuasion here again. We could do that 2 ways, either diplomacy to still suits reconnaissance to research station, but Yuna has enough as well. Or diplomacy to selective reading. I think I prefer that. It gives us also that point here, but we need to trash something. We have infiltrate actually, so we don't necessarily mind playing that a bit later in case. Should we just draw with Arakin first? Because then maybe we just go to secrets if we have enough. But first we will definitely go to Swordmaster. I think we can deploy here. Still try to make it work there. Yeah, research station would have been taken, although we have infiltrate, so that play could also have worked, but... Oh, nice one, we actually escaped the garrison troop loss due to the... What's the name again of that card? Thupter? Whatever. Gun Thupter. Oh, a shifting allegiance play, that's probably for an alliance. Interesting. Competing with Helena there, which is very good. Quite like that. Because here it would have been a point, and it would have meant the Grand Vision is probably worthless for us. Except maybe on Bene Gesserit, but... So for sure now we don't need to overthink it, it's first ambassador to here, get the spies. And given we only have 8, is it right this time? Yes, we will need to go to selective reading and we can trash reconnaissance then. There is a low chance we don't get to 9, but hopefully it won't happen. There are 3 cards, where if we get Spice Must Flow and 1 of Dune or Signet, then that's not gonna work, but I'm hopeful this is just the worst case scenario and won't come to reality. Alright, Yuna entering the fight, which is not great for us, because kinda wanted to get 3 spies out of there. Does not seem like it's gonna happen, but we never know. That could also hide a staged incident somewhere here. So this is the chommer key for Helena trying to hedge her bets. Ah, change of mind. That makes sense. Getting a dreadnought for next round and still getting that chommer key. Makes sense. So then we do our plan here, diplomacy to selective breeding. We can trash that reconnaissance. And we have indeed enough persuasion. That is good. But I would have preferred keeping other memory for next round, but we won't complain too much. No, it's fine, we have a good hand. I mean, good to the extent where we can, but given the cards we bought, this is as good as it can get, I guess. Means we won't have any Hayliner or any influence whatsoever. We will need to stay on our non-faction board spaces, but that's what Armand does. What happened? Ah, did she retreat her troops with negotiated withdrawal? Is that what happened here? Oh no, Chani. Okay. She retreated all of it, which is good for us, a bit of spice. Although we know we won't be able to go there, but still good. We take that. We trash. Can we afford trashing a spice must flow? Just want to make sure I don't give them a point in case they have cornered the market. but I start having a bit too many of those in my hand, I mean in my deck overall. Just one Spice must flow here, and we have 3. So we can trash one. I think it's the best to do here. Let's hope Tessia cannot buy Spice must flow, because otherwise it might be over, given she can steal that alliance from Helena. Tessia has enough Solari for next round for a flagship, and this is not good news, obviously. And both of them have quite some garrisons there, so probably a fight between the two. Five intrigue cards on Tessia, and she takes that alliance. She could also have stolen actually the other one here, but obviously Helena is a more serious threat to her, at least right now. Is there a way maybe to still, thanks to some drawing, is it still feasible to reach a Hayliner access when you have 2 of those? And we first draw something else here. But if we do signaturing to Siege Tab, and then the voice to Research Station, the opposite actually, then we can block Research Station for everyone. Yeah, makes more sense. Because we have Infiltrate to potentially infiltrate Highliner afterwards. Let's see, and we need to make absolutely sure we don't fall below 9, but given we send signaturing to Research Station, it should be totally fine. Manta was actually also a good call. Didn't even come into my thinking. Also, although it's rightfully so, because we don't have any Solari anyway. So Sleeper must awaken. That one puts her over the line. She also has an excess of 2 persuasion thanks to the card she played, so maybe it's another victory point for her. Let's hope not. Oh wow, and that is very satisfying. Getting a net 0 everywhere is smooth, but she's not the one with the Chomarchy, right? So maybe not the best to end up at 0 if you end up tie-breaking, but she seems quite far ahead, to be fair. Also in terms of troops here, she's just better. We could actually do spaceport as well with machine culture. Oh, but that means then we give up our Hayliner money, and there's no use of getting Hayliner access if we don't have that money. But there's the Great Flat. We have to water. But no, then, I mean, basically mean we just get 2 cards instead of 3 with Research Station. So it's not a better play. Almost. Almost that. How do I decline? I don't want. Am I blind? Well, then I guess I need to buy it, but it's a bit stupid. I don't want. How come? Well, okay. It's weird. I don't think you have to usually. Once you click, normally you can undo here, but it was not working. Does Shuttle Fleet do something to our setup? Not really. We could buy training drones though, sending in 2 troops instead of just 1. Oh wow, Helena made an early reveal with 3 agents. I didn't see that one. Okay. Yeah, I think that will be the last game of the day, because I start being a bit brain dead. So we are at 11. We could play a liaison to Cartag, for instance, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's buy. Anyways, we have a tiebreaker for 10 spies in case, so I think right now it could be worth trying to end up second, just to deny it from Yuna. I'm not sure actually if it's worth it. We'll just do it because we can. Well, she has still 2 agents, so she can definitely do more with her turn. And we can't do anything about that. This is a shame not to have an alliance. and she gets another point from Spice Must Throw. Only 4 left actually, that's insane. It's probably one of the lowest I've seen. Let's do a Bindu suspension, just because we can. Oh, that's an additional spice. Pass your turn. Yeah, why not? Let's not give too much information to Yuna, so that... Oh, wow, Hayliner. That comes in quite handy. Oh, but that's not great for us. She's probably going to win that conflict, and that would mean she gets to 9. We get to 10 thanks to Holtzman Engine, but she might still have something hidden in terms of endgames. Oh, and Memo Corder, does that do something? No, right? Yeah. She was quite far last time I checked, and it's still the case. Yeah, nothing left to do. We just reveal. We can trash something. Let's still make the most out of it. Let's trash Guild Ambassador. Yeah, Holtzman Engine carried us a bit, right? Those Spice Must Flow were a good way for us to still compete, although we were weak a bit everywhere actually, both in combat. I'm not sure we maybe won with a victory point. No, not even. We don't have an alliance. We really focused on Spice Must Flow, and that also shows some interesting parts of the game where yeah, you can try to win in many different ways, and if something doesn't work, just try something else, and it might get better. Oh, almost. Oh, but she gets there. Yeah, she had that many intrigues. So that's better for us actually, because there was no way anyways we would catch up with Tessia. So I don't mind that. I prefer that actually. Maybe we get second. No, she had 2 VP from endgames and Chomerky, which means we're third again. Ah, that's tiring. That is annoying. It's like, depending on so little, it's very frustrating, but that's how it is. And hopefully we don't drop too low from there. Let's see. Oh, we're back to 121. Not great. Anyways, thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it would really be great. And see you on Sunday for a live. Have a good one. Bye bye.